I have an absolute understanding in my heart that everything has consciousness. There is nothing in this universe that has no consciousness. And that is very difficult because we are not being trained or taught or educated in that manner. We still in this separating business of sentient, non-sentient, alive, animal, plant, human, species. And yet all this is the illusion of creation, you know. It's like energy taking different forms and us attaching to one form or the other and not seeing the greater picture. And that's what happened to, this is what happens to us in this dimension all the time. Does it make sense?
Yes, thank you, yes, yes, yeah. So you would, I guess, say that everyone can find that love in their own hearts. Would you say that everyone could be a healer as well? Is the gift associated with love in that way, or what would you say?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, if you have children and one of your children get hurt, your spontaneous response to this hurt is to hold your child, is to cajole it, is to use your hand as extensions of your heart to say it's going to be okay, or you hug it against your heart to bring it closer, because just touching them sometimes is not enough. And so this is so natural. In fact, the more we go into love, the more we understand it is love itself that beats our heart and directs every single one of our responses when they are responding to pain, to love, to joy, to all things beautiful. Love is the creator of all of them. So in that sense, yes, everyone can be a healer. Obviously, maybe not everyone is going to be at the same degree, because the love that we all feel is going to be, you know, love is something I've learned, that love is something you learn. You learn to love, and then you learn to love more, and then you learn to love more. And it's almost like something you need to continuously be humble enough to say, I need to experience greater love. I need to develop still a greater love in my heart. Because as you know, Philip, we live in the world where appearances are really weapons of mass destruction. People get distracted by what you look like, what you talk like, what your accent, like in my case, I speak 2 languages, so my accents are, depending where I've been, where I've traveled, and I come back, I have a different accent slightly. And that disturbs people very often, or your appearance, or your hair, or whatever. But beyond all of that, we actually need to continually rediscipline ourselves to say, what I am seeing out there is the illusion, and the true reality is the love that creates all this, the love that beats my heart and the heart of the next person, the love that we long, because at the end of the day, everything, I think it's Deepak Chopra who said that once, everything we do or say is a longing for love. And so not only do we long for it because we need it to stay whole and to stay in our integrity, physical, mental, and intellectual, but we also need to learn to develop it and to recommit permanently. I think also it was Harold in the Love Foundation, he speaks a little bit about recommitting to loving unconditionally all the time, and says, love starts with me. And that is a recommitment, a commitment and the recommitment that needs to be done continually. It is just like permanent. So yes, everyone can heal, because everyone is able to love to one degree or another, but still, it's there, everyone can love. And everyone can love can learn to love more and to go deeper.
And loving more, would be in the direction of the love becoming really unconditional, I guess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is to see everyone else as an expression of that love. You know, I have many Hindu friends in my meditation group here in Johannesburg. And it has been one of the deepest blessings of my life. It's been their love and their friendship. And also their, how can I put it, their exchanges on their understanding and their spirituality. And so I have been blessed to read lots of the not holy books, but books of holy people of India, the Ramakrishnas, the Yoganandas, Kabir, the great poet. And when you read the lives of those holy men, they were known as holy because they were able to love so unconditionally that they were able to read the thoughts of all those who came to visit them. And because their love was so intense, there was no screen between their feelings, their knowing, and what was happening on the feelings and the knowing of another. And in fact, this kind of love allows you to experience oneness with another. And this is the love that we need to work towards, is to see beyond the outer layers, beyond the outer senses of perception, the truth that we are indeed one and the same. In fact, to a certain degree, you are now reflecting a part of me, and I am now reflecting back to you a part of you. So in that space of reflection, I only see the reflection of you as being love and perfection and kind and divine joy, and in that space there is no place to see anything else. If that anything else starts to come into the equation, then I recommit myself each time to say, oh my God, no, I need to learn to just see the love and the perfection there, and the divine blueprint of this other person that has chosen to be in another form, playing a different role, experiencing and understanding and explaining things in different ways, but still seeing, this divine reflection. And this is what you learn from all those holy men, where they come into history, they have an incredible impact in their societies. Their teachings survive their lives by hundreds and hundreds of years because they teach about that unique love that borders on the absolute devotion of seeing everyone as you see God in yourself. That is special. That is being love in action. And that's what I try. That's what I try in my humble way with my patients. I try that every day,